Hello there, it's the time of the week for a new video. Okay, in the last two videos I talk about comprehension. Now it is really extremely important because relationship is something we can't avoid. I'm not just talking about boyfriend relationship, I'm talking about relationship with your family, with your loved ones, with your colleague, with your friends, with your business associate, so on and so forth, all right? And when you cannot comprehend their message, then there's always a lot of problem. There's a lot of stresses because you're going to do a lot of damage control afterwards. Okay, so it's extremely important. So I'm going to add on why, besides our other, not why, okay, besides the fact that we know we should understand the message, we should just take a deep breath and let them finish and then to understand the content. But why it becomes a tall order for some people? The answer is simple. Think about it. I'm sure it happens to you too. Because they judge by giving a conclusion to what they hear. So even you do your active listening, but then you conclude, then you may just be too biased, or you are just basing on your past history what you think you know best. Now I'm not saying that you are necessarily wrong, but you may not be right. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so you hear John, Peter, Lily, Mary, whoever, they say something to you. It's very natural for a lot of people to tend to put a conclusion. For example, I've heard this many times, all right? So I said, so-and-so is somewhat negative in his outlook. Now, it's just an observation. We all have an opinion. However, when that person hears that so-called observation or opinion, the person quickly said or replied as, oh, so-and-so has a negative outlook is because the person is a perfectionist or because the person is lack of confidence. See what I mean? That conclusion. The point is, how do you know? How do you know whether a person is perfectionist? How do you know the person lack of confidence? So when you quickly put a conclusion to it, you actually become very closed up. So what I've been practicing is I observe, show I have my opinion, and I leave it hanging there and not to conclude it. What is there to conclude, by the way? Because you never know. But from the opinion of the observation, then I can think through two-step thinking, which I'll talk about it in some of the past videos. I'm sure you've heard that. Okay, that I'll just observe and then think about what I'm going to do about it. Example, can I help the person or can I not help the person? And not conclude. When you conclude, it's almost like, what is there to do anyway? So if the person is perfectionist, so what do? Nothing much. See my point? So observe, have an opinion, hang it there, ask yourself what you want to do about it. If you can't do anything about it, drop it. If you want to do something about it, okay, go about doing something about it, and then take your communication from there. In this way, the way you comprehend the message or comprehend the relationship for a start takes on a different view altogether. So try that for the rest of the week. Whenever you observe something, hang it there. Don't conclude. I know it's going to take a little while because it's a habit for some of you that have been concluding. Stop. Just observe and then decide whether you do something about it and what you're going to do about it. Okay, have a great week. Of course, a great weekend. See you next week.